day to you, Shock Troopers. Welcome to the Friday, August 26th episode of WTF Central Oregon, where I give you my uncensored view on Central Oregon life, news, and events. As usual, I am your host and bug zapper of the mosquitoes called bullshit, Jeremy Johnson. There is nothing that I can say or do that can contain the excitement that I have for how much the show blew up after Tuesday's show. I'd like to thank 7 Nightclub because you guys are responsible for a whole heck of a lot of it, and I'm very thankful for you guys. You guys over at 7 are Shock Troopers in every sense of the word. I didn't think for a million years if I actually posted my show on your page that you guys would actually take the reins and go running with it. Thanks guys, I appreciate it a lot. I gave Pachito Jenkins a leave of absence this episode as he kind of failed me. After all, Wednesday we had epic lightning storms and, well, he didn't say a word about it. In retrospect, he doesn't really say much anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and throw old Pachito a bone. After all, Ben Burkle probably has his bad days too. Enough of the fluff, time for the news, Central Oregon. Citizens of Sunriver, beware! There is an evil lurking in your town, and that evil is known as the Hot Tub Hippie. This man, or is he a demon, goes by the moniker of Robert Foster and has the Sunriver Police Department shaking in their boots for fear of being stalked. Foster's warpath of crime and destruction through this quiet, sleepy little resort town include disorderly conduct, interfering with a police officer, menacing, harassing, and stalking. Was he arrested for this blatant disregard for the health and safety of Sunriver's finest? No, he wasn't, because there's no evidence that proves that Foster actually committed a crime, unless you call looking at a police officer and laughing at them a crime. The chief of police in Sunriver issued an order to all of his officers saying that if Foster bothered them, to document it. So far, Foster's criminal activities include sitting in his truck, buying gas, grocery shopping, and other routine activities that put him in police sight. And all this is probably happening because Foster was against the idea of having a police force in Sunriver as it is, which I completely agree with him. First of all, Sunriver isn't even a city. It is part of the Bend Metropolitan Statistical Area, and it's pretty much just a glorified housing development, and it's governed by the Homeowners Association. Second, there's no crime in Sunriver, unless you count that one time that Steve from accounting decided to write down that he got a birdie, when in fact, he hit par. And Sunriver also falls in the Deschutes County Sheriff's Department's jurisdiction. So, seriously, if there's any crimes being committed in Sunriver, I'm pretty sure Deschutes County Sheriffs are the ones that could probably take care of it for you. So by my observation, Sunriver Police Department is pretty much just a group of armed tax collectors whose entire job is to fill the coffers of the Homeowners Association. And they should be disbanded, if not for that reason, for the reason that they're just a bunch of giant pussies, apparently. On to our next story. Western Communications, the company behind the Bend Bulletin, is filing for bankruptcy protection amidst reports that revenues and profits are down during our current recession. Well, duh. When readership is at an all-time low, what do? You jack up the price to your daily periodical by 50% and expect more people to start reading it? I had a hard time paying 50 cents for the Bend Bulletin, considering only a small percentage of the paper actually has anything to do with local news. So you want Central Oregon to pay another quarter for news and information that is already published and better written in the Oregonian. Great business model, guys. I just hope you guys pull your heads out of your asses before all of those hard workers in your printing and distribution departments lose their jobs. And for my next news segment, I'm going to do something new in honor of the Fine Line Comedy Showcase at 2nd Street Theater tonight and tomorrow at 8 p.m. Since they were doing improv, I decided I'm going to do my very first improvisational news segment, where I pick a topic that you guys chose for me randomly out of a hat and either do a made-up news story or an impromptu social commentary. Okay, I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me. My improv skills are a little rusty, but you guys suggested topics to talk about, and here's my hat full of those topics, and I will pick out topics at random. So here we go. The U.S. Forest Service. Oregon DEA and Bend Police were called out to an area 15 miles south of town where a large acreage of marijuana plants were purportedly being grown. When asked, a U.S. Forest Service official said, "Yeah, man, we burned that entire thing down. You got any Doritos?" Next. Texting while driving. Bad fucking idea. You saw what happened to that kid about 3 weeks ago? I strongly suggest against it, and if you do, welcome to your prison sentence. Next. Yoga butts. which I'm going to just start calling them yoga, because there actually is no butts involved. This is a scourge on our Central Oregon region, as I am a avid hiney looker, and there are no heinies to be had around here anymore. Next. Caldera patio etiquette. Saturday night, Bend Police was called to Caldera Bar and Grill, downtown Bend. There was an argument between two men, obviously intoxicated, and here's the transcription of that argument. Well, that's pretty much it for my improv segment. I'll get better with it as time goes by. Hopefully that entertained you, because that was really fucking hard. And now that my version of the news is over, it's time to move on to local events. And I'm going to consult the divine clipboard for all your local event pleasure. First, we have tonight, Ben Harper at the Les Schwab Amphitheater at 6:30 p.m. Dance party and High Desert Brawl Ring Girl competition at 7 Nightclub. And as I mentioned, the comedy show at 2nd Street Theater tonight and tomorrow at 8 p.m. And that's pretty much it, Shock Troopers. In closing, I want to remind everybody that if you really want to help out the show, in addition to spreading the word, promoting it on your sites, writing about it, or whatever, I do have a PayPal account at WTFcentraloregon@gmail.com. If you'd like to donate a couple bucks here and there, every little bit helps. 100% of the contributions will go right back into the show for merchandising and upgrading my equipment, as the equipment that I have now is pretty sad. I have a 3-year-old laptop, a $100 video camera, a digital camera so old it has a 16 megabyte, yes, I said megabyte, not gigabyte, memory card, which allows me to take about 5 pictures before it fills up. And if you look at my laptop closely, you'll notice that I'm missing my period, which would be way funnier if I was a chick. And as usual, you can find me on my Facebook page, my YouTube page, my Twitter page, and even my email, like I mentioned before. So subscribe, like, friend, spread the word, give me comments. I love hearing what everyone has to say about the show. Makes me feel real great, especially after Tuesday's blow up. And that's pretty much all I got for you today, Central Oregon. Be safe, and I'm out.
You don't feel the ones and you don't know how to skate. You said that sky don't turn your